Hi friends, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. Ashish here, and today I'll be covering a very unique puzzle on our channel called word search puzzle that we haven't covered yet on our channel. Now this particular puzzle was featured in the recent puzzle GP contest. The authors were from Thailand and it was really an excellent contest. Amazing contest, I would say. All the puzzles were like word or casual puzzles and kind of, I would say, and they were really amazing. All the puzzles were purely logical and I tried to solve this during the contest and it was really an amazing puzzle. So today particularly we have decided to cover a video on this one because this particular puzzle has a really good logic and it's one of the highest pointers in the contest. It was really how many pointer I would yeah, just a second, I have the paper with me. It was nearly, yep, yeah, it was 128 pointer puzzle, highest pointer on the for the contest, I would say. And if you get the logic for this puzzle, you could solve this puzzle in few minutes. I would say just 5 to 10 minutes max, and if at all you don't get the logic, you will just solve for eternity. Really an amazing puzzle. I never realized that a word search puzzle also might have some really good tricks and logics in the possible. And yeah, so before going to this puzzle, I would highly recommend you to please subscribe to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles if you haven't done so. It will really motivate us to cover videos on regular basis. And if at all you have a request for any Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, do let us know in the comment below and we will surely make a video on it. And now coming back to this puzzle, so let me explain you the rules of this puzzle first. For that I'll have just to take the not even the Sudoku thing, I would say. Okay, yep, now I have this seems fine. Yeah, okay, so a bit more down, I would say. Yeah, so this is fine now. Yeah, so these are the 7 words in any order. Actually any order, I would say. It means you have to find the words in this grid in the standard direction. So what does this standard direction means? From top to bottom or bottom to top, from left to right or right to left. The main diagonals both the directions and the other diagonal both the directions, right? So there are 8 directions. You have to find these 7 words in this grid in any of the 8 directions, right? There are crosses in between, which means these are actually 2 separate grids and you have to find those 7 words in these 2 separate grids, right? Now what is the catch here is 3 of the words out of these 7 words are not in this grid. You have to find which 3 words are not in this grid and mark those 3 words. So it's really difficult because you don't know out of these 7 words which are the 3 words that are not available in this grid, because you might take a word and try to search again and again in the grid, but you will end up knowing that this word was not in the grid, right? So you are not sure which of the 3 words from these 7 are not in the grid. So that really takes a really very high time to locate the words which are in the grid. So there was a really beautiful logic in this grid. Before going to the logic, I would highly recommend you try this puzzle yourself. Try to find the logic if you can. If not, try to find the words if you can, and let me know how much time you take to find these 4 words out of the 7 which are available in the grid and the 3 words which are not, right? Now I solved this during a contest. This contest for me was really a good one because I could solve many puzzles from the contest and I was happy about my score as well. And this was the first puzzle I solved during the contest. Now while just checking out the grid, I realized something very different in this grid. And what was the different thing that I realized in this grid was, if you see here, there are 2 separate grids, right? There are some excess in between and there are 2 separate grids, as you can see here. Now what I realized that all the letters in the top grid are same in the bottom grid, in the same place. As you can see, CAC, CAA, CAC, CAA, double CT, CAC, CTC and CA. So this was one of the letters which was different from the top and the bottom grid, right? This was the letter. So let me again mark a surface here, right? Okay, and as you can see, this letter and this letter was different. Such instances are there in this grid. There are exactly 4 such letters. So this is one of the letter in different place, I mean to say which is different in the same place. There are 4 such letters which are different in the whole this pair of grids. One of the letters is this, right? If you see, these 2 letters are also same, the whole row is different. Here also the whole row is different. Then I get here was this letter, as you can see here, double C T, double C C, double C T, double C A. So this C and this A is different. Then I got here was let me check. AT, I don't remember now. I'll have to look for it. Triple T, double AT, CAT, TAT. Okay. There was one of the letters here which was different, and I'll have to mark that. Yeah, you can see this. There are exactly 4 letters in the top grid which are different from the bottom grid, right? All the other letters are in the same place for both the grids. The same letters in the same place for both the grids. I realized this while I was searching for the first minute of the solving time. I realized that these 4 letters, while I was solving, I realized that all the letters are same, and then I just went letter by letter. I found that these 4 letters are different, right? Now I just thought, I didn't read the rules actually. To be frank, while solving the puzzle, I didn't read the rules. I just knew that there are 3 such words which are not in the grid, and I just by instinct I went and found that these 4 letters are different. I realized that if there is a word, let us assume this word, right? If this word is in the grid, is in the top grid, it would have to be in the bottom grid as well, because all the letters are same, right? I thought that this wouldn't be possible, because to be frank, again I would say I didn't read the rules. The rule says all the instances of the word will only appear once in the whole grid. You won't have, if there is a word in the grid, it will appear only once but not twice. And this part of the rule I didn't know while solving it. I just knew while I was creating the link for the puzzle for the video, right? So amazing. Now I thought it might be the case that author wouldn't want to have the same instances of the word in the top and the bottom grid as well. Of course, that won't be very ethical, not ethical I would say, but it would be weird, right, to find the same word twice in the whole grid. So I thought there are exactly 4 words that we have to find out of the 7, and those 4 words will have to use one of the different letters in both the grids, because if that's not the case, you will have the 2 instances of that particular word in both the grids, the top and the bottom one. It's actually a whole grid, but we are neglecting the X here and having 2 different grids. If I find a word in the top grid, that has to be in the bottom grid as well, if they are not using these 4 different letters. Now I thought that of course it won't be possible, and what I did is I went and searched with exactly these 4 different letters, and if it makes a word. I magically or maybe surprisingly found exactly 4 words using these 4 different letters, and I got that the other 3 words will not be in the grid. I solved this whole puzzle in 5 to 6 minutes. I was so amazed that a word search puzzle will also have these kind of global logic. It was really amazing. The authors from Thailand have done an amazing job. Now let us see and find out the words that are in the grid. So what I did was I started with the corner letters, and I tried to search the word. So I went with the AA, triple TA. So if you see here, triple TA, both the A's both the A would have to be in one of the N letters. So if this is the N letter, let us see. A, T, no, this is not the word. So this is also not the word. Double A, you would have 4 times T, not possible. This is also not possible, and this is also not possible because it ends and starts with T. Neither here it ends and starts with A. So the first word is gone. Let's go with the second word. This cannot be the second word again. So A, T, double C, A, C. You have A here. Again not possible. A, T, C, T, not possible. Third word again. Double T, C, C, A, C. It's T, A. Again not possible. This word is not possible. Double C, T, C, T. Again not possible. Let's go with this word. A, T, C, C, A, C. Again not possible. Right? This is also not possible. So these two letters doesn't use the first 3 words. Then I went with the fourth word, C and C. Of course both are not possible. C and C both are not possible. T and C. So this T might be possible. T, A, triple T and C, not possible, not possible. Then you have again T and C, T, A, triple T, C, of course not possible. Sorry, I was using that only. And the last word, T, C, A, no. A, T, C, A, T, C, no. A, T, C, A, C, T. Okay, so both of these letters doesn't use any of these 7 words, right? So I can mark those not used, right? I can go and check with the 6 letters. Now I have only 6 letters remaining, and 4 of the words will have to use one of these 6 letters to make sure that this grid is unique and doesn't have 2 instances of the same word in the whole grid, right? Now I'll go with so I got the first word here. If you see this word, this letter is using the last word. A, T, C, A, C, T. A, T, C, A, C, T. I got my first word using this letter A. Right? Amazing. Amazing, right? So I got our first word. Now I will find the second word. T, A, triple T, C. Right? I got the second word as well. T, A, triple T and C. Right? This was the letter. I got the second word as well. Now using this logic, I can see and find all the other words, and I can find that there are some words that won't be using any of these 4 remaining letters. I have 5 words and 4 remaining letters. Let's see if I find those. I remember there was a word somewhere with this letter. I actually remember, but yeah, T, T, C, C, T, A. T, T, C, C, T, A. Right? I got this. I can use the different colors actually. This is one of the word that is using this word. Then I can use the red one. This is one of the word that is using this word. I can use the yellow one for this. Right? We need one more word. Double A, triple T, A. Yeah, this is the word double A, triple T, A. So these are the 3 words which will not be found in this grid anywhere, and this is how you solve a global logic word search puzzle. Really amazing puzzle, guys. I really enjoyed this puzzle. The way the author has set this puzzle to make sure that the rule says 3 words will not be found in the grid and the other words will each appear exactly once. That was how this puzzle is created. To be frank, again I would say I didn't read the rule, just the instinct says that okay, why would there be 2 instances of the same word? These 8 letters would have to be used to find the 4 words, and I just went with it. I could solve this puzzle so fast. I got 128 points, like a piece of cake with just this global logic, and I was really happy finding that. So I hope you all enjoyed this puzzle. This is really an amazing puzzle. I will add the link in the description below for the contest page. The contest is over, but you can still try to solve the contest at your leisure. You will find some amazing casual puzzles in the whole round. So I hope you enjoyed this puzzle. Do like and comment if you want us to solve any other Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.